was about 20. In Joni's entire repertoire, she's got about 55. We overlap occasionally, but mostly it's kind of just stuff that I come up with. I'm sure that everybody here had a good, wholesome youth. I certainly did not. I was kind of woken to the seamier side of life pretty young, I suppose. Part of the joy of being a vicar's son. Other people think if you're with them, their mum will think that everything's fine. So you kind of give them some bit of cover. So I was often invited out to things where I don't think my mum would have liked it at all. And there's one place in the town I grew up in. At that point I was living in Gosport. And there was that place that exists in every town, every village, no matter where you go. That place where the kids go, where your mum doesn't want you to go. It's where I had my first alcohol, it's where I smoked my first cigarette, various other nefarious activities. What was nice was I went back about 30, 40 years later, and it's still there. Much tidied up, but it's still the place. You can tell from the things that are lying on the ground, that's still where the kids go, which cheered me up. And we used to go along after choir practice, and somebody always brought a bottle, and it was always a bottle of this disgusting, sticky sweet stuff. Some of you might remember Thunderbird wine. It's still available on Amazon. Don't bother, it's even worse than you remember. But it was kind of the cheapest way to get pissed, really. So, 1972. Big baggy trousers with turn-ups. Slade. And Thunderbird wine. Gary and Suzanne, Sharon and her man after choir practice ran like it was running out of time through the alleys at the back to the old railway track with a bottle of Thunderbird wine. High-waisted Oxford bags, players number 10 fags, and my, we're all crazy now. Gary Wilkins at school was the coolest of the cool, with hair longer than most mums would allow. Broken glass and mud beneath their feet, they'd cover up with rusty corrugated sheets, and there on the ground they'd settle down and pass the Thunderbird around. Suzanne was just 14 then, I was not much more than 10, and Gary had a moped and was talking about a car, and the girls brought me along just in case something went wrong and the boys tried to go too far. So as they fumbled in the dark, I'd sit apart making Gary's light a spark all night. Sneak a peek from time to time, and I'd sip that Thunderbird wine. So as they stood to go, they'd kiss, Sharon's bra strap in a twist. Suzanne would insist that I walked her home, and she'd crush my hand to make me understand that nobody else could ever know. But pretty soon I'd grow, and I'd have secrets of my own, and I'd spend my time at the railway line with boys like Gary and Thunderbird wine. Boys like Gary. Thanks.